So we're on with an L405 Range Rover and we're in for a battery drain. It's been to Land Rover. Land Rover said it wants a body control module and a KVM because you can't change one without changing the other, unfortunately, with these new security updates. We'll have a look at see what we've got going on. So we can see there on the meter we've got a 60 milliamp drain. We've already gone through this vehicle. We know where the issue is and we know where the issue isn't, but we've got to isolate it further. Okay, try and get that clear away. There we go. So we're in the central junction box and our drain is on that little 5 amp fuse there, little fuse 51. Now that feeds the steering wheel control module. We can just see there that little green connector. Now see that blue red wire? If we put an amps clamp around that, we have zero drain. We have nothing there. Alright, 1 or 2 milliamps, nothing, you know, it's factor in the amps clamp, you know what I mean. We pull that fuse out, our drain goes to 10 milliamps, so we know we are solely on that fuse. So I've got the wire coming out of the main multi-plug, and we'll draw her in. What we've got there, 56 milliamps, give or take a few with the amps clamp. So we know the current draw isn't making it up to the steering wheel control module, so we know it's not the steering wheel control module causing the issue. If the current draw is not there, it's not finding its way to ground through that, so it's being drawn by something else tapped into that circuit. Now trying to find that, not going to be fun, is it? Well, nothing looks overly tampered here, so we've kind of got to try and trace that wire now and try and find it. Trying to see what's been tapped in, if something has been tapped in. According to the wiring diagram on fuse distribution, it only goes to steering wheel control module. So yeah, we've got to follow that through now and try and work out what's been tapped in where. I think they want to find a tracker or something on, or a ghost or something on this vehicle that's been tapped into that wire, because it is a terminal 30 supply. But trying to find that is not going to be fun now. But this is why battery drains are, one, so draining, pardon the pun, but why they're expensive. Every time I wake this vehicle up, I have to wait 30 minutes before I can do any further testing, because I cannot believe what the meter's telling me. So once I've pulled that fuse out, obviously, to confirm it is on that fuse, and put it back in, I've got to reawaken the vehicle, cycle the power, put the fuse back in, wait another 30 minutes and let it all shut down again, before I can believe what this meter is telling me. So when people are, when you're looking at battery drains and you're speaking to experienced, good, high quality auto electricians, and they sort of come along and say, yeah, we can have a look at your battery drain, but we want a starting price of about £400, don't be shocked, because I've been on this now about 4 or 5 hours, and about 3 of them hours is waiting for the vehicle to shut down through inadvertent reasons and what have you, and obviously stripped down to access modules, and now we know where the drain is, we know where the drain's going, we know exactly what wires it on, and we know what component it's not, but now we've got to find something that somebody else has put into this vehicle and disconnect it. So we'll see what we get up to, but thanks for watching, guys. Oh, please excuse me because I am sweaty as anything, but we found it. Oh, we're pretty sure we found it. I'm not disconnected it yet because I wanted to do this video, so we'll do that together. But I'm fairly confident I've found this. So I'll flip you around and see what I'm doing. So I've just pulled infotainment screen out. Obviously I don't want to disconnect anything because in case it starts spiking things, I want to leave it as it is. So I know the harness runs up here and obviously across here behind here, so I pulled screen out because I thought that would be a nice little place for someone to hide something, you know what I mean. So I've opened loom up and pretty sure I found my blue red wire, which we get our amps clamp, put it near the wire, zero it off, pour it round, you know, 7-8 milliamps, and if we take it off we're still sort of reading, you know, 5-6, so to me there's no current draw there, no current draw. Well, if we go back on our wire down here, you know, we can clearly see sort of 62 milliamps without zeroing it off properly. We're drawing on that wire. Now all this wiring looks pretty good and pretty factory, But I got curious in this little area here. I just went back a step and I come checked the current draw on this wire, but sort of down here it's a bit hard to get to with the camera, and there was nothing. I was like, well, that's strange. So our issue's literally got to be right here. And anyway, what I found, now this has been taped that good, it looked factory, and I mean it looked proper factory. Like, I couldn't tell that the taping was finger, so I just started unraveling it back. And obviously I found a wire tapped in. When I go around that bit there, we've got 50 milliamps. When I go around this bit where my finger is, we have 0. What's around that bit? 50 milliamp. I mean, I don't know what it is or where it's going, but whoever's done it wants to head a wobble, because all they've done is twist and tape. But you don't understand how happy I am that I found that, and that we're not pulling this dashboard out and tracing this wire, because I wouldn't have enjoyed that, especially not in this heat. I mean, you can literally see the sweat dripping down my face. Thanks for watching. So if you've stayed this long, thank you very much for watching. But we've found it, we've fixed it. Now all we've got to do is rebuild it. But over meter 10 milliamps, perfect battery drain that now. 10 milliamps, absolutely perfect. JLR spec, less than 30 milliamps. And there's a culprit. Tracker. Well, I think there's a couple of things to note here. One, JLR, train your techs better, please. You know, your technicians at a dealership wanted to fit a body control module and a KVM to this vehicle, and that was never going to fix it. So that dealership was going to take, what, probably best part of £1,000, maybe more. I'm not sure how much a BCM and KVM are on this, so maybe more. Could be £2,000, £2,500. I know you won't get much change from £1,000 at least, and it'd still been the exact same. That would have been diabolical. That would have been disgusting from the JLR brand. Absolutely disgusting. And I hope someone from JLR watches this, because it'd be very, very funny. And if anyone at JLR head office is watching this, get in touch and I'll talk to you about it, and you can approach that dealership, because that'll be even funnier. Not that I'm cynical or anything. I mean, I've been a dealership technician, you know, and making a mistake like that, yeah. And then another thing to note is trackers. You've got a battery drain in your vehicle, 9 times out of 10 it's an additional accessory, and it's usually always a tracker. But a thing to note, I don't know who this tracker is, I think it's Trackman or something like that. So again, Trackman, get in touch, because whoever's fitted this has done an absolute diabolical job as well. All they've done is twisted and taped the wires. They've not soldered, they've not used any butt connectors or anything like that. They've literally twisted and taped and then ran it underneath the carpet. I will give them credit for the tape that they used, because they taped it up all nice and neat. That well, it did look factory. So I'll give you credit for that, but not credit for your overall execution. So anyway, that's a battery drain. Diagnosed, found, fixed, repaired. Time for the rebuild. Let's get this battery connected, get the aircon on in the car while I'm rebuilding this. Thanks for watching, guys. Much love.